When the stuff from your childhood is starting to have 40-year anniversaries, it's time to admit to yourself that you're getting old. But you're not old enough to stop playing with toys, so let's take a look at the 40th anniversary Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection. So, stick around. Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name is Rob, and this is another installment in January's New Year, New Toy Spectacular. Yeah, that sounds nice. Anyway, in this episode, we are going to be looking at the 4 Ninja Turtles 40th anniversary figures that were released by Playmates. And I have to be honest, Santa did not bring these to me. I brought them to me because I was shopping around Target a few days after Christmas, and I saw each one of them was marked down to $7. So that's like buy 2, get 2 free, and I'm all about that. So I was able to finally get all 4 of these figures. I've never once have seen them in the wild, and just seeing them online for 15, 20 bucks a piece, I just wasn't feeling it. But for the low price of $7, I was definitely feeling it. So anyway, enough of that. Let's head over to the table and take a look at these figures. Okay, here are the 4 turtles. I'm going to say right now, my only gripe is I wish they all had red bandanas, just to keep it original to the comic book. But these are snazzy little figures. They have full articulation in their neck. They have a ball joint here. They have an elbow joint, spins. I love the shadowing. And I'm surprised at how much mobility the knees have. But they did a good job engineering that. But the hands are nice and thick and meaty. Got their tails, which, like, the only other tailed Playmate turtle I can think of are the retro ones that they released. Here's one of them. Don't mind mine at all because I've did some painting on it to get it to look like the comic version a little bit more. But see, they have a tail. But let's start gearing them all up. I mean, they all pretty much have the same body, different colors as you can see, which I do like that. Oh, and they come with a little postcard of the original picture, which the street scene, you're supposed to put it together to recreate this picture. So that's what we're going to end up doing. But I don't think we can get Raphael to hold the sides like he is in that picture, because he has them between these fingers. So we'll just have him hold them. Oh, and one thing, they're hollow feet, which I think is nice because it helps them stand really well. Now, there we go. And if you look in this original picture, look here, Raphael had also a sword on his back, so he comes with a sword as well. Pretty much the only figure that gets the shaft, no pun intended, is Donnie, because he only comes with a single bow staff and his street scene. So here's the sword. Just a little peg here on the back. So we have Raphael done. Oh, and I forgot to point out that the postcards come with these TCRI alien canister holders. So he has a pair here in his nunchuck holders. And he's spinning a pair. It'd be cool if it came with a spinning effect piece. But you know what? Pound for pound, for the money, sorry, that's so out of focus. For the money, Playmates has it going on. I mean, their figures are nicely made. They are at a very affordable price point. I mean, even the new turtle figures coming out are $10 a piece, $12 a piece, compared to Marvel Legends or Star Wars. Any of your wrestling figures, I mean, that's a bargain. Now he's up on a box here. That's two done. Now here's Leo. And I really like that his katanas were worn on the back like this. But he's holding one. Actually, in the picture, he has three. So, a third one would have been nice. Sorry for, there we go. There we go. it's just Donnie left. So this might be a bold statement. But at the end of the day, I think I would much rather have Playmates Turtles than NECA or Super 7 or any of them. I mean, they look great. I'm not taking anything away from those more expensive choices, but you got, like I said, pound for pound, this whole thing was only $30 for all 4 of them. And yes, that was on sale, but even if it wasn't, at $60, that's the price of one NECA or Super 7. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but close, you know what I mean? So, I think that's pretty cool. It's a great display piece. Makes me feel very nostalgic. I probably first discovered the Turtles in 87, I'll say, and went to every comic book store I could find to try to find any of the issues. They were very hard to track down, but I mean, I was able to get a pretty respectable collection of the early ones. But I remember seeing this art in the back of one of them, one of the reprinted ones, because you ain't touching. Even back then, they were expensive, the original runs. And that was only a few years removed. But, yeah, I always remember seeing this picture. And it's so cool to finally have figures of that picture. But yeah, my only gripe is that they all should have been red. Maybe that's something I can remedy one day. But anyway, let's head back to me. Alright, back to me. Yes, pound for pound, those are some pretty sweet figures. Like I said, there's bigger, more expensive ones being made, but Playmates, they're the originators. They know what they're doing. They know their turtles. And these are just a great display piece. They are great action figures. I mean, like I said, pound for pound, worth every penny. And yeah, you can find them readily anywhere. I mean, the reproductions that they're doing of the originals, the new series, the new movie, their turtles are everywhere. Turtles have been with us, not those whole 40 years, but pretty darn close to it. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everyone. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's new episodes. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.